Hey everybody, it's Mr. Haskell, and I'm back again, and this time more presidents, and this time we're going to go ahead and hit John F. Kennedy. So who was John F. Kennedy? He was our 35th president of the United States, and he served from 1961 to 1963. He was the youngest elected president at 43, and he was our first practicing Catholic. He was a World War II hero, a Pulitzer Prize-winning author. He wrote Profiles in Courage. He's typically known by his initials JFK, or simply just Jack to those who were close to him. His presidency was often referred to as Camelot for its glamour and its idealism. Much like Eisenhower, well, he was a Cold War president as well. He took office during the heart of the Cold War. He handled the Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961, and handled is probably not the best term. It's probably just kind of went along for the ride of, which the Bay of Pigs was a failed U.S.-backed attempt to overthrow Fidel Castro as the leader of Cuba. He did stare down the Soviet Union during the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962, and he's widely credited with avoiding a full-scale nuclear war. He proposed the Alliance for Progress. This was an attempt to improve U.S. relations with the nations of Latin America. He did increase U.S. involvement in Vietnam, which did set the stage for escalated future conflict there. As far as the space race goes and his interaction in the fields of science, he famously declared, we choose to go to the moon in 1962. He dramatically increased NASA's funding and laid the groundwork for the 1969 moon landing. He pushed America to lead the world in science, math, and technical education. He helped turn space exploration into, well, a national mission. As far as his contributions domestically to civil rights, initially JFK was quite cautious, but as he spent more time in office, he did grow more active in civil rights. He called civil rights a moral issue in a landmark speech in 1963. He proposed the Civil Rights Act, which would be passed after his death. He did send troops to enforce integration at the University of Mississippi and also at the University of Alabama. On top of all this, continuing with his domestic agenda, which was known as the New Frontier. The idea here was that it would promote federal aid for education, medical care for the elderly, and urban renewal. He introduced food stamps, raised the minimum wage, and fought poverty. He supported equal pay for women and created the Peace Corps to spread U.S. ideals abroad. Probably his biggest legacy is the fact that his presidency came to an end due to assassination. He was assassinated on November 22nd in 1963 in Dallas, Texas, by Lee Harvey Oswald. Now, that's the official account. His death shocked the world and ushered in a new, uncertain era. His vice president, Lyndon B. Johnson, carried out much of JFK's unfinished work. JFK is remembered for his rhetoric, his charisma, and his vision. He's interred at his grave in Arlington National Cemetery, and an eternal flame burns there to mark his presence. As far as some fun facts concerning JFK, he was a naval hero in World War II, specifically due to the PT-109 incident. He was diagnosed with Addison's disease, but kept it out of the public eye. He hosted the first live televised press conference, and he married Jacqueline Bouvier Kennedy, known for her elegance and a certain style about her. His son, JFK Jr., became a cultural icon in the 1990s. Just a few famous quotes. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Mankind must put an end to war, or war will put an end to mankind. And finally, let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. As far as his legacy goes, he was a symbol of youthful idealism and public service. He inspired a generation with his speeches and his leadership during different crises. His short president remains one of the most studied, but also one of the most celebrated in U.S. history. If you enjoyed watching this little blurb on the life of JFK, please consider a like and a follow. I much appreciate it. Thanks for watching.